Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mason and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2015 Holden VF Calais. Now what we'll do is run through the condition of the car as well as some of the features that does come in this model of the Calais. Now starting off on that front end, got that beautiful chrome finish there, which again you've got lots of chrome on the front here just to give it a bit of detail and give it that pristine Calais kind of appearance, so it's not just from your standard Holden. There are very minor stone chips just here, but again nothing to be too worried about, but the car itself actually presents really well, and in this purple color I gotta say it is quite a unique look. Now you've got your front parking sensors which are color matched and mounted on the front bar there, and you actually get 6 sensors in this car, not your standard 4 which most cars do get, and 2 in actually more so than the 4 sensors. So plenty of safety for the front of the car, especially when you're driving and parking. Fog lamps are fitted in the front there, and you've got those nice sharp headlights with your projector globe and your daytime running lights that do run over the top there, and your indicator lamp which is fitted in the side there. So great design in those headlights. As we come across to that first alloy, beautiful multicolored design. You've got that graphite or gunmetal kind of finish on the inside of the spokes and that polished aluminium on the outer rim of the spokes. So quite a stunning look and design to the car itself, and it does stand out especially against this purpley color. Now the rims themselves actually present in excellent condition, so no damage whatsoever, and pretty sure we've put new tires on this at least when the car came in. Now do get this venting here on the actual front quarter panel. It's not actually practical, but it does add a bit of character to the car, and you've got those chrome accents along the bottom there with your indicator lamp fitted just onto the side there. Side mirrors and door handles are color matched that nice purple color. You do also get your blind spot warning system in this side mirror here, which is just there, if you can see that in the camera there, which again is a safety system in this car, but we will touch on what that is when you do come in. Now the car does have keyless entry. There is a little button there which you can press to unlock and lock the car. I've got the keys in my pocket, so as long as you're within proximity, the car will unlock. Leather seats on the interior, nice black leather with that grey, beigey suede stripe through the middle there, gives a very sporty look. Now the car does present quite well, a little bit of wear and tear on the outside here, but it is what you'd expect from a car of this age. Carpets are actually in good condition, just needs a little bit of a vacuum, but still present quite well. And you've got all your inner scuffing guards here which are going to protect the paint, and your door card presents in phenomenal condition, so greatly maintained. All the leather's in good condition, a little bit of marks here, but that'll just come off with the detail, nothing to be too worried about. So the car actually presents quite well. Now one thing I do highly recommend is you talk to us about our tint option, which is going to give it a nicely evenly matched tinting on the windows, and it is also going to add a lot of safety for all the passengers in the car. Now taking a look at that second alloy, again completely unmarked rim, no damage whatsoever. Actually no, there is a little bit of a scuffing there, nothing to be too worried about though. It seems like it does come off, so again pretty much undamaged, unmarked, and lots of tread remaining on those tires. Fuel filler cap is on the driver's side of the car, so they do just pop open when the car is locked. This isn't going to open up, so all part of that central locking system. Coming across to the tailgate, car does have your reverse parking sensors mounted there, and a reverse camera mounted in the middle there, so nice and easy to park a car like this. Beautiful chrome badging and your Holden badging in the back there, and you do notice that there's no actual handles or latches on the back here, so again that is a preventative measure to stop people from breaking into the car, but also just neatens up the tailgate. You can actually open it with the button on the remote, and if you take a look inside you can see how much space these cars come with. It is actually phenomenal the amount of space that these cars get in the boot. You can pretty much fit a whole, you can probably fit 3 people in there. Now if I lift this up, full size spare wheel, looks like it probably has been used. There's a little gashing on there, but other than that it does present quite well, and you've got all your jacking tools in there as well. Dropping that down, and if we close the boot here and we come across to the passenger side of the car, just pay attention to the paintwork, because I got to say this car actually presents quite well. There are very minor, that's just came off with the detail. So paintwork is actually in good condition. That third rim, generally this is the side that gets the most scratching and damage. Minor marks here, but nothing too concerning. Again, the rim is in good condition, plenty of tread on those tires. And as we come across the side, we'll note that there are a few scratches and marks here on the paint, so when you do come in just keep a note of these. There is a slight scuffing there, but a bit of scratching there as well. So again, it's not a brand new car, but it has been looked after quite well. Now coming over to that fourth and final alloy, little bit of marks here, a bit of gashing around here, but again, nothing to be too worried about. The car still presents in good condition. So got pretty much new tires, or almost new tires at the time of this video, and a little bit of gashing on a couple of the rims, but for the most part presents quite well, and the paintwork is actually in very good condition. What we're going to do now is actually pop the hood and take a look inside. Inside the engine bay of the Calais, what we have here is Holden's V6 motor, a 3.6 litre petrol motor, which does come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so really nice and smooth, comfortable ride in this car. This car has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 6 airbags, so lots of safety for the passengers in the car. Now, this motor itself produces 210 kilowatts with 350 newton meters of torque, so plenty of torque and power for all the needs that you'll be using this car for, and if you do plan on towing, you can probably tow something quite light. Now, it does have a 71 litre capacity fuel tank, does run on your regular 91, can use E10 as well. Does have a combined fuel consumption of 9 litres per 100 kilometers and an average fuel distance of about 789 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and how many people you have in the car. All right, now take a look inside the Calais. As you can see, the car actually presents pretty well for its age. The seats are in pretty good condition, and all the dash and all the suede on the finishes actually are quite good. There are a few minor stains here on the leather, but again, nothing to be too worried about in the car. Now, starting off on that driver's side door, do get your fully automatic windows, both up. Both up and down, and that's for all 4 windows, so front and back. You've got your window lock control to stop anyone from playing around with the windows, and your power mirror settings as well, so you can adjust your power mirrors. Now, above that is your central locking, so you can unlock and lock the doors with that little button there. On the right hand side of the dash, you've got your headlight controls. So this is for your fog lights by pressing that button, and your standard headlight toggles, which is pretty different compared to the standard, I guess, flicking ones that you get on your stalk. So it does have auto headlights. You can just leave it in auto and the car's going to sense when it needs to use it. However, you can also manually activate it if you needed to. Next, that is your illumination for your cluster, so you can adjust the brightness of that too. Now, your stalk, or your right hand stalk, has your left and right indicator, as well as a little menu option, which is actually for the display in your dash there, which does go through your fuel economy, your voltage, average speed, lots of different information. So lots of things for the driver, and your high beam is in there too. On the left-hand stalk are your wipers and washer controls. Now, the steering wheel is a nice, comfortable leather stitch steering wheel, very easy to use, and actually beautiful controls as well. Now, on the right-hand side are your media controls, so your source, volume, and call and reject for your head unit. And on the left-hand side are your cruise control settings, so cruise control and rest and set for that too. Now, next set is your stop start button, which again is the most important button in this car. And coming over to the entertainment system, you've got a really nice touchscreen head unit here. You do get the hard buttons below that if you did want to use that. However, the head unit is fully responsive to your touchscreen. So you can see we are at 20 to 32 Kangen drive there. This also comes with Bluetooth Connect, so Bluetooth mobile connectivity, AM, FM radio, and you've got a CD input there as well if you did want to listen to some old mixtapes. Now, hazards are right there. Dual climate controls, so driver and passenger have their own temperatures, and you've got this nice little LED display which will show you pretty much your climates and all your modes and fan speed right in the middle there. Below that is a small storage compartment with a 12-volt input if you did need to put any additional charging. Now, the gear shifter is a very nice, comfortable gear shifter, and if I actually pull that into reverse, you can see the reverse camera that does come in this model. So rear bar, nice and clear at the bottom there. If you do get a tow bar fitted, you'll be able to see that right in the middle there. And the park assist is for your sensor system. If I bring that into drive and flick it to the left, that will actually engage your sports mode, which lets you kind of manually control the gears yourself if you did want a bit of extra control over the car. However, you can just leave it in the drive mode and the car will do everything for you. This is your electric park brake system. So like a normal brake, you push that down to turn it off and pull it up to engage it. And your stability control, parking assist, and your parking sensors, so you can turn them on and off if they do get a little bit annoying. You've got 2 cup holders, a nice center console leather armrest, and if I lift that up, you've got a bit of storage in here with a 12-volt input and a USB and auxiliary input for your head unit, and a little socket here which is actually for your keys. So if your battery does die on your keys, you can actually put it in there and the car will be able to sense that the keys are in here and you can turn the car on. Now that is only if this key dies. Now, I'll get the camera person to actually pan around the inside of the car to show you the condition, because I've got to say this car actually presents pretty well. Yeah, there is a little bit of wear here and there, but it is what you'd expect. It's nothing out of the ordinary, but the back seats are in excellent condition. The carpet lining is very clean. You've got your 2 vents here. and the roof lining is also kept quite clean with no stains or marks or damage whatsoever. So great car. What we're going to do now is actually jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2015 Holden Calais. Now I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition of the car, as well as some of the features that does come in this model. Now as you can see, the car actually presents quite well. So if you did have any additional questions, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. The number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years extended protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car, and it does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance, which in itself has great value. So great offer in this service, so please speak to us about this. In addition to that, I do highly recommend you take advantage of our glass coat and tint option, which is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this purple paintwork, as well as a tint package, which we will put in a nice little bundle for you to make sure you protect your car and yourselves and the investment that you are purchasing. Now, these are an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Now, lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, kind of gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, wanted to test drive it or purchase it before you came in, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.